Welcome everyone, I'm Bad Karma Drone, aka Dronus. Join me today as we play Satisfactory. We're just doing a kind of a chillin' and building session. We're going to get started here in just a minute. But just wanted to take a minute time to ask you to click the like button, subscribe, and if you haven't already, kind of comment a little something, thumbs up would be nice. We'll get the game loaded here and get started. It's going to be kind of one of those slow days. What we're gonna do today is I kind of wanted to start over. I got all the way up to level 7 with the game, and I've been enjoying playing it and had a great time. But I made a lot of mistakes at the beginning, a lot of stuff that first timers would do. You know, just simple mistakes. So I figured, hey, let's just start over again. Let's just go ahead and rock this thing out and start a little different. Maybe work a 2-tier system instead of single tier. So I figured what we do is just go ahead and jump in here and let's go. I've kind of went into the game and got to the area that I want to build in. Got all that ready. So let's just go ahead and pick it up from here. See, this has got the 3. Most people who play this game understand where I'm at. It's got the 3 ore deposits here, a limestone deposit over there, and up this little footpath up there's a copper deposit about up in there somewhere. And if you haven't played Satisfactory before, or you're new to it, it's on early access through the Epic Game Store right now. Hopefully, it's the Epic Game Store. What can we say? But hopefully in a year or so they'll re-release it on Steam to where we can enjoy it better over there, I'm sure. But anyway, game is in early access. It's all about building factories. You're drop shipped down to this planet, and you have to complete tasks and missions and stuff and build large factories. Huge factories to mass produce goods to send back to the home planet, or actually up in space. What they don't tell you is what these resources that you're sending into space are there for. That hasn't been released yet in the game. I think it's probably to build, continue building a factory, but probably on a moon or maybe on a space platform or something up in the space environment. So let me turn run on real quick. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to put our 3 ore deposits down here. Get them going. We have a deposit of limestone there. Another limestone deposit back over on this side. Back over in there somewhere. We're going to need a whole lot of the shrubbery here to be converted to make power for our station. Check these guys out. Look at them. They're like goldfish. Almost. If goldfish walked on grass. Yeah. No, there's some more. Look. No, I'm not easily distracted. No. What were we doing? Oh, okay. So the other lime deposits up here. Okay, and then, whoa, hello. Well, we got somebody already attacking us. Yeah, look at this. So you get attacked on the planet. It's not unlike a lot of other survival games. And let's try not to die. Okay, we killed him. So we got him. We zapped him with our zapper. Zap, zap. Okay. We'll pick up his carcass. Oops, sorry, fishies. Land fishies. Wherever you were. They're harmless. They don't bite. Unlike that thing that did. And where were we? Oh, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a platform, a 2-tier. We're going to have a lot of the resources start at this level. Okay. And up here where the slug is, see that slug sitting up on that ledge? Power slug? What we'll do is after we get the power slug off the ledge, we'll build a platform that starts there and we'll run down this way and back this way with it. and we'll build it in the direction of that way, which is like back behind it, over towards that ledge, over that way. And we'll have, like I say, we'll bring a lot of the resources down here, and you know, a lot of the raw materials, the ores and stuff like that, we'll have down below, and then we'll run them up via elevator or escalator elevator thingies up to the top to this level up here that we're going to build up here, and we will start assembly for the stuff that's required for the gameplay. So this ought to be really fun. So let's go ahead. They're going to want us to, okay, we're going to need to put down our habitat or hab thing. And the thing of it is, look at that giant tick-like thing. They're harmless. These don't really bother you. But they do get in the damn way all the time. Anyway, we need to build a habitat thing here. And you don't want to build it too far from where you're going to start your project, because you're going to be in and out of there constantly. The first part of the mission is really involved around it. So let's see, it wants me to scan for resources. Hello. See what I mean about it's always in the way? That scared the hell out of me. It stepped right in front of me. Okay. So we know where our deposits are. I'm guessing I have to go over here and start removing this. Somebody pointed out that this rhythm on this thing is for the song We Will Rock You. So it kind of works. We'll get this last one knocked off of here real fast, because you can't put a miner on there to dig down with this this deposit sitting on top. I almost called it something else. Okay, so we got those cleared off. Now we can put, I think we can put our hub down now, and we're just going to put it like right here on this little open area. Yeah, there's the hub. Okay, so we're going to turn this thing around, hopefully, right there. Hope I don't kill too many of those fishies. Alright, now,
fifth objective, hub upgrade, storage and power. Note: the crouch bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
okay, so we got that. This is where we'll get our list of things that we need to do, if I can hit the right buttons. Okay, this is our crafting table here. This is where we'll craft the different items that we need to make until we automate the process. This is the manual part of it right there. Okay, back over there will be something else here in a little bit. Let's not spoil that surprise. So we need to make ingots. Let's make a bunch of ingots. We can make 136 with the resources we've collected. So we'll just get started with that. Because with these we can make iron plates and iron rod. This game is pretty addictive if you enjoy factory assembly of things, you know, automating processes and stuff like that, then you can find yourself very easily wrapped up into this game for hours and hours and hours. Okay, I think that should about do that. Well, I guess it wants us to come back over here now. Let's see what the deal is. So you can see the available tiers that are locked. We're at tier 0. Hub upgrade. This is the first thing we have to do. We have to manufacture 10 iron rods. And when we accomplish that task, we will be rewarded with the following. Right here. Okay. So we want to select the milestone. We'll take it. And what they want us to do is take the 10 copper rods that we don't have yet, but we're going to have to give them a make, and put them in this little square, and then hit the upgrade button. So let's go back over here, and let's manufacture 10 iron rods. 10. Okay, we got the 10 rods in here. Back over here, throw this in, hit the upgrade button. And there we go. We've got new stuff. Also, this hab unit is going to grow each time we do this. So now we've got a storage box where we can store stuff. Yes. That's going to come in handy. We're going to put this stuff over here because we're not going to need that right now. Okay.
Sixth objective, hub upgrade construction. Note, connect buildings to a generator for power. Note, buildings such as the smelter
It gives you a bunch of talks to you like crazy at the beginning.
Advice, automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
It's got a weird voice to it though. So it kind of sounds like a school teacher voice. Alright, here's our next task we need to complete. We're going to need copper wiring. Oh, that means we got to go up to that copper node up there on the side there and deal with that. I don't know if we're going to want to task that, but right now, but looks like we're going to have to. And we get to make concrete. We're going to need a bunch of concrete in this game. That concrete is the basic formula or component that we need for all the floor decking. The sections of flooring that we will use, and it's derived exclusively from concrete, so we're going to use a whole bunch of that. So okay, so let's go ahead and take this milestone, and I guess we can go ahead and get these the iron plates and the metal rods, or iron rods, excuse me. We can go ahead and do those two before we go up the hill and get killed trying to get the 50 copper. So let's go ahead and do that. So we need 10 of each. We'll start here. 10. Okay, and we'll get 10 of the rod there. Oh yeah, looking good. Okay. And we gotta drag them over there. Just double click on them. There we go. Good show. Okay, now we still need the 50 copper, so we can't do anything right there. And the copper's up this ridge, and that little monster that ran around and chased after us, there's at least one, maybe two more of them up there waiting on me. So let's turn the flashlight on. There we go, so we can see. And we'll head up here. Okay, look around a little bit, see if we can see that first. And I think there was two, if I remember right, one down here and one up there by the deposit. Deposit's just up on top of that little thing there. Just jump, 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 you little thing. Okay. I don't see him anywhere. Wait, there. No, that's that. Okay. I hear him, but I don't see him. There you are. Come here. Oh, you didn't even put up a fight. That was nice of you. Thank you. Okay. So, now we got that dealt with. And this is the copper ore we need. This one's a normal. There are three types. There is impure, normal, and pure. So this is mid-range there. This will produce a pretty good amount of copper. These are endless, by the way. Once you start tapping into them and drill them, they don't ever expire. They don't ever run out of resources. So once you set up a drilling operation, it continues for, you know, ever. So we're good. So let's go ahead and get this off of here. Alright, good. That's out of the way. Okay. And I think we'll go ahead and pick up a little bit more just to get us up around 50. There we go, that's good. I'm going to make sure we've got enough to go back and make ingots with. Whee! I should be collecting all these leaves because we're going to need them and then a bunch. Alright. Now, I can make copper ingots now, which we will do. And from the copper we need 50 wire, so we've got enough there to do it. Just get a little extra. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now let's make our 50 wire. There we go, got 51 made. That'll do. Come over here. Drop that in there, and now we've completed that task. So we hit the upgrade button. Man, yeah, it's habits growing now.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Scanner, Stone, new buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively. 7th objective, hub upgrade, conveyor belts. Note, use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results. Note, constructors are capable of constructing copious parts, of which only one type at a time.
Okay, now that it's done talking. This is a generator, but it's glitched out in the game. Turn my light off. You see it a little bit better. You can see the outline there if we highlight it. But this would be like a power station where you would feed in the leaves and biomass, just whatever, tree limbs, whatever. You'd feed it into here and it would create power. And we haven't fed anything into it yet. We don't have anything to hook up to it to power yet, so we're not going to waste it. We'll just let it sit there. But isn't it neat how it kind of glitched out? As I said, it's in early access. They're still adding new features and things to it. Okay, so let's see what the next one is. Oh man, we're going to need concrete this time around. Oh yeah. So, what we need to do now, because we're going to need concrete, which is going to require us to drill, we need to get some portable drill rigs. And to get portable drill rigs, we are going to need something that will build them. We need a tool workshop. So, we have new items, constructor, smelt, and then for power we now have power poles and power lines. Yay. Okay. So we need a bench here, workshop bench, crafting bench. See, and we need iron plates, 6 iron plates and 6 rods. So in our inventory, and we don't have them yet. So guess what? We got to go back over here and do 6 and 6. Did 7 and 7 just to make sure. Now let's try this again. So, oh yeah, now it's gonna let me have it. So, okay, we'll put that right here so that it's close by. But eventually, when this is all said and done, we will have it up on the top up there. When we build that big, huge platform deck up there, we'll have it up there. We'll relocate all this stuff, but for the moment. Alright, let's see. So we need these portable miners. These things drill into those patches that we were looking at earlier. and they'll provide the resources we need. So all we have to do, instead of sitting there banging away waiting, we just walk up to it and collect the resources out of it. It'll hold one stack of resources, and typically a stack of resources is usually 100 units in a stack, usually. So let's see, we need to get some cable, which comes from wire. We need a little bit of wire and some more iron plates. So let's go deal with that. Whoop. Iron plates, we'll get a couple more of those. The wire, we'll make some more of those. And cable, we'll make some cable. Okay. I think we got enough. I don't think we need any iron rods. Maybe I'll just make a few just to have some on hand now. At some point, trust me, we're going to need it. Okay. Wire. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I knew I was forgetting something. So let's get some wire. Okay, we got 7. I bet you it needed 8, didn't it? Let's see. Yep, it needed 8. So guess what we gotta do? Go back up there and get some more. Alright. So let's just go back up here and do the old caveman thing and bang on the rock for a little while. The company that makes this game, Coffee Stain, came out, I think it was yesterday. This is the end of August 2019, by the way, last day of August. But they come out and told us gave us a little hint of what to look for in the future for this game. They expect the next major update to be in the end of the year, December sometime. But to hold us off between now and then, they're going to do small little twerks, add small little things. One of the things that they're going to do is to, we're hoping they were talking about it, it's an option of something they might do, is to add dedicated servers, or the ability to have dedicated servers for the gameplay. Anyone that's played on a dedicated server understands what that means. For those that gotta go over here. For those that haven't, that means you can rent a dedicated machine to play your game, and the game is always up and running. So if you and some friends and you all want to play at the same time, but the game that you're playing is on one person's computer and they're at work or asleep or something like that, school, whatever, and they're not at home to turn the computer on, then nobody gets to play. Well, dedicated server means that the game is always accessible to everybody that gets to play on that. And who you let play on, it's up to you. They are password protectable, so it's not always an open server. It's more than likely a closed server for a small group of people. So we will be renting one of those. Currently, one of the gaming groups that I am associated with, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these things set up, hopefully. I don't have enough for 4. Let me go back and get some more of the iron plate. That way I can knock out 3 of these things real fast, and that'll get us started with 1 each. But one of the gaming groups I play with is called Seneca Raiders, and they have a dedicated ARK server, ARK Survival Evolved, and we play on that. So as soon as there is a dedicated server ability for Satisfactory, we will also have that. Okay, so I've got 3 now, which allows me to put 1 on ore, 1 on copper, and 1 on limestone. Even though I've got more copper nodes around here to hit, we'll just put 1 on each just to get us going. Okay. So here's our limestone, rather, excuse me. This is impure. so that its output will be less than the normal type. So what we have to do is we go into our inventory here and put it here so that we're holding the unit. Then we pick a spot and say, do it. It doesn't want to do it. Why won't you do it? You're going to be mean to me, aren't you? You're not going to, you're actually going to throw a fit today. there it goes. Okay. And this thing will burrow a tunnel, or start to. It'll burrow down in there and start collecting resources. Okay. Then all we have to do is walk up here and collect this whenever we want. We could collect it now, but I don't really need it right now. We'll let this build up to 100 and come back and get it. But I do want to go hurry up and put these on these other ones so that they can start working. That way we don't have to spend the rest of this video banging on a rock. But back to the dedicated server. As soon as the dedicated servers are available for this game, Seneca Raiders will go ahead and rent one. And we will be able to start showing streaming of that. And the nice thing is when you have multiple people playing the game at the same time, you can task different things to people based on, you know, like if somebody likes building the conveyor belts or something, you let that person do that. You know, you can get busy doing something else. So the workflow is much more efficient that way. Okay, so yeah, that's already making a whole bunch there. That's good. Okay, so we'll go down and we'll set one on that first one down there for the ore, so that we have one on all three different types. We got to be careful not to jump too far because it'll kill us. And we'll set it on this first deposit because that's where we'll set up our first drill rig when we get ready to do that. But they haven't given us a date yet as to when they intend to start the dedicated servers. I think they're kind of kicking the idea around. They are also talking about allowing mods, official mods, unofficial mods, so that the modding community, people that love dealing with mods, are going to lose their mind over this game. So that'll be interesting to see. I personally really don't mess with mods all that much, mostly because it's a great way of screwing up a good game. You know, a lot of times the coding can be a little off or something, and it just, you know, but you know, there are people that enjoy it, and you know, more power to them. I support those people too. So we got that set up. Now we can go over here and get back on our tasks to see what we need to do next. Let's see what's next on our list. Upgrade number 3. Oh yeah, we're going to need that concrete. That's right. Okay. See, this will give us our first conveyor belt. This is a Mark 1 conveyor belt. This is the slowest of all slow. And, you know, then the conveyor belt pole. This is the arm, or the device that it sits on. So, let's go ahead and get this going. We have that as our current task. And let's see. I don't know if we want to start making the concrete first. I think we do too. I think we'll just go ahead and it should be enough in there to make 10 bags of concrete. I hope. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, almost 76. Yeah. We'll go ahead and grab all, so it'll start over again. There it goes. And it'll run continuously until it hits 100 units in that stack, and then it'll just go to idle and wait until we come by and empty it. Okay. So here's our concrete. We can make 25. We need 10. So let's go ahead and get to 10. Oh, there's 11. Let's make that. Throw that in there real fast. There we go. And we've got reinforced iron plate, which means now we need machine screws. Yeah, that's come from the metal rods. See, that's why you don't see the metal rods in here this time, because, yeah. Okay, so we need 75? Woo! 75 of the standard iron plates. Well, that means that needs to hurry up over there. Maybe we should put that down first. Okay, well, I think we could probably do the wire. We get the cable, rather. Let's go ahead and get the cable out of the way. We're going to need 10 of those. So, let's get that. There we go. But we've got a couple of the Seneca Raiders, a couple of the normals, or the normal players. The regulars, I should say. Not normal. None of us are normal. But a couple of the regulars have already purchased this game. So, well, there's like 3 of us, I think. So, maybe more. We'll get it later. We'll see. Okay. So I guess now we can see. I see they got the machine screws there now, and we can do that from the rods. We'll just go ahead and make all of that into the machine screws, and then we need some more ingots, iron ingots for the iron plates. Now we can come out here and see. Oh, it stopped. Good. That means that it hit the 100 mark then. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So we'll grab all of that. It'll fire back up and start doing its thing again. We'll just leave it go. It's sure nicer sitting there spending the day banging on that rock. And, oop, wrong one. Over here. Thank you. And we'll make the ingots. I cannot wait to automate this process. Okay. Looks like we've got just about enough. No, we're going to make 75 of those plates. Man, that's a lot. Well, it looks like we're going to be making another trip back over there to get some more material. This is a boring part. This is why I wish they could have sped this part up just a little bit. It would have been nice, but hey, that's okay. It's all right. It's a great game. Oh, look at that. We got so close. 73. It's capable of making 73. We need 75, so yeah, we definitely got to make another trip. See what I mean? Okay. We'll just come over here and rob whatever's in it. I know it's not up to 100, but that's okay. I'm sure we're probably going to have to make some more machine screws. But, okay, ingots. Back on the ingots. Okay, now we got enough for the plates we need. Let's bang out 75 of these real fast. Turn around and throw them in the machine. So it'll knock that off of the to-do list. Alright. And be gone with you. There we go. Okay. Now these, you need for every one of the reinforced iron plates, you need 4 standard plates and 24 screws. And we need 2. So we need 8 and 48. Now, how many screws were there in there? None right now. Okay. But we've got 48 made right there. So we're covered there. We just need some more iron plates. So we're going to need more. Okay. So let's make some more iron plates real fast. There we go. I think. Wait. We weren't done. Yeah. Steel. There we go. We need 2 of these. 1, 2. Done. Okay. Now we can throw these down here. And task complete. New buildings, new parts, and player upgrades.
You have unlocked new buildings and
Okay, let's see what we've got now. There should be right here. Oh, check this out. Look, look, look. They're all Windows based. Ugh. They're gonna be rebooting these things all day long. Right? Okay. Anyway.
Caution. Overloading the power network guarantees suboptimal performance.
So, they've got bunks. They've got a bathroom. Yes, they do. I don't see a shower stall. It's a large toilet paper dispenser. Anyway, yeah, a galley so that you can cook. Refrigerator, freezer. I'm assuming that would be something like a microwave unit, maybe, or something. I don't know. Okay. So let's see what the task is now. Task upgrade number 4. We will get more inventory slots. There's the miner we need. Right there. Okay. Look at that. Okay, we'll be able to put that out there where these the portable miners are. We'll be able to replace it with those, and the process can be automated, so it will continuously mine as long as there's ability to store whatever you're mining. So we need to accept this one, and we're going to need 100 plates, 75 iron rods, 20 bags of cement, and 20 cables. Nice. Of which we've only got 4 of the plates. We could throw those in there right now, so that'll just clear up spot in our inventory there. We've got a bunch of other stuff. I'd like to just delete that right now. Get rid of some of this. Those we need to hold on to, and those we need to hold on to. But this stuff, we can get it out of our way right now, I think. Probably shouldn't have done that. I might have needed it. But, okay. What I do need to do is get that zapper back in my hand, because if we get attacked, that's the only thing you have to defend yourself with at the moment. And this thing's about as worthless as it gets. There's a new one, a Xeno zapper, that's a long, almost looks like a lightsaber thing. And it does a much better job at close in melee combat. But okay, so let's come over here and grab all. Get started with the cement. Here we go. Okay. We need 20 bags. 18, 20. There we go. Around, put it in here. There we go. Alright, good. Now we need some wire, or actually cable, which comes from wire. And we've got enough for 35. We need 20, so let's go ahead and make us 20 real quick. And throw it over there. Iron rods. Next up, 75 of them. Woo-hoo. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get some more. I probably threw that stuff away earlier. So luckily this one's mined up 100 for us. There we go. That'll get us started. Okay. So we need, looks like 75 metal rods. So we got, I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing all that. So to give us 100. So we'll go ahead and make the 75 rods we need. And that'll short us on the number of plates, iron plates available, but we'll have to go back out there again. So pick up some more supplies. Very tedious job. Alright, let's go ahead and get that out of our inventory. Make room for other stuff by putting it in here. There we go. Okay, so now we have to focus on is the 96 of the iron plates we need. And out of that, it looks like we can make 12 right now. And there we go. Let's go ahead and throw that over there and get it out of our way. Alright. So grab whatever they've already made. Sit here and grab them as we go. And we're back over here making ingots. This is taking forever. Guys, I'm going to turn some background music on. I'll turn the volume down kind of low, so I just wanted a little something. This can get, it's tedious. This is grinding something. If you like games where you grind, this is your thing. Okay, make some more plates. And dump them in the HUD. See, now we're over halfway. Okay, let's see what we can do here. This should get us close. I don't think it'll be enough to go all the way, but I think it'll get us close to it. Alright. See? Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. We'll get there. One more go with this ought to have this enough. Then we get those miners and put them down here. Then things will really start picking speed up. Let's see. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, we'll stop there because we got enough. finish it up. Alright, this should about do it. Alright. We should have that second power unit out here. We do. Okay, now there's two of them. We will probably only use one. Probably use just like this one because it's closer to over here where we'll need power. At first. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to get beacons, biomass burner, which is a bio power plant, uses bio stuff, you know, leaves, branches, all that kind of stuff. We have the space elevator. This is what we send all of the stuff up out of the atmosphere with. And then the object scanners, where it helps you find things. It's almost, the object scanner is almost worthless. I mean, it's terrible. They got a lot of work to do on that. It doesn't really work. You have to trip over something before it tells you you're close to it. So, all right. Let's see. So they want cement. Look at that, 500 wire. Wow, 150 of the iron rods and of the iron plates. There we go. Okay. Now, what the thing to do is come over here and see. Okay. Yeah, now we could get another Xeno Zapper if we need to. And we will need another one later because you need 2 to get the upgrade. But that's not a project for us right now. Let's look at the cost of the miner here. Okay, we'll have to pick up the portable miner off the ground, and we need rods and cement to get started with that. Plus, we'll need power, which means we'll need to be picking up all kinds of leaves and debris and stuff that we can put in there. So, and we will need a smelter to turn it into to ingots and stuff. So it's in a constructor rather. So the constructors for the concrete, the smelters for the ore. So let's see what else they've added. Okay, there's our conveyor belt. We'll need that at some point here. Our platforms. We've got them at 4 meters tall, 2 meters tall, and there'll be a 1 meter one that will come in a future upgrade thing we'll do. And a storage unit. This is where you can 24 slots, where we got 24 stacks of whatever you want to put in there. You can also put multiple types of items in the same thing. So that's really good. We'll be using those a whole lot later. Alright. Our analysis center isn't here yet. That'll fit right in that little area. It's not here. So now we needed concrete. So let's go over here and get our resources together for that. Concrete. What I'm going to do is go ahead and make the whole stack of it there as much as I can, because I know I'm going to need a bunch. Alright. Then you go back and get some more iron for iron ingots. I need more iron rods. So what we're going to do before we start working on our current milestone up there in the upper right hand corner, we're going to get our first miner set up and it'll probably be for this one. We'll probably replace this one to begin with. So we'll go ahead and deal with that first, get it in here, get it powered up, get it working and collecting resources. So Believe me, I'm not going to miss sitting here doing this. I like it when that process is automated. Oh, it's just... Okay. Now then, we can make the iron rods we need. That'll be enough to get us started. Cement, what else do we need? I've already forgotten. Okay. Alright, looks like we got enough of everything there. We can get that first one set up. We'll have to run electricity to it, run the wire and stuff, so it's not going to work right off the bat. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and grab the resources, back up a little bit and get out of this thing's field of fire here. There we go. And we use the mouse thumb wheel to rotate this thing any way we want. Those triple blue, green, whatever color arrows those are. That points the direction of the output of the device, so we want it kind of going that way. So there we go. It's up and running. That red bar flashing indicates that there's a work stoppage for some particular reason. This one happens to be because it doesn't have any power to it. So what we're going to do, we need to hook the power wire from here to there, but you can only hook one wire off of each generator, and we're going to have multiple devices out here. So the first thing we need to do is put down a power pole, okay, which is this. And this will hold up to 4, you can connect up to 4 wires to it. So we need to kind of put it out of the way because we don't want to have to be running into it, tripping over it. So we'll put it right there. That's a good place where it's out of the way. Okay. And then what we're going to need to do next is run a power wire from there to there. And from there over to this first generator unit right there. And I can't afford it because I'm missing 2 cables. So I don't have enough cable on me to make that run. So I need to go here real quick and there we go. Yeah, we can make some more cable. Okay, now we got enough cable. Let's try this again. Yep, there we go. And we got to be careful we don't want it on that one there because we don't. We'll put it here. Not that one's any better than the other, it's just the way I want it. Okay, so now all we have to do is start feeding material in here, organic material into this area here by dropping it in there, and it will begin to create electricity, which will run that station over there. But that in itself isn't enough. We've got to have this set up because it can mine right now, but it's got nowhere to put whatever it mines. And so what we need to do is out here, you know, where the output chute goes out, we need to have a smelter. Okay, and we need 8 wire, and looks like metal rod we got enough of. We just need to go fabricate some wire real quick, and we put that out here. So let's go take care of that. Hopefully we've got, oh yeah, we got enough. We're good to go. Okay. So let's say we're gonna put this right. Yeah, we'll put it right here. And it will just feed what comes out of one machine straight into the next. It'll just be like a conveyor belt system. See where you've got your yellow and the blue, green blue, show the direction where the one is input and the other's output. We want to line it up like so. And see that blue line, green blue line there? That tells us it's in perfect alignment. So we'll snap it down right there. And there's another object that needs power. Okay. We don't want to build one, so we'll cancel out on that. And we need another power wire. I'm not sure we've got enough. Let's see if we've got enough. We do. Yes. Okay. So what we need now is a conveyor belt that goes from here to here. Okay. And that item would be under logistics right there. Okay. So what we do is we queue up a conveyor belt and run it straight across. You can see it moving there. Even though there's nothing running, it's just moving. But it's incredibly slow. I mean, oh god, it'll drive me crazy how slow it is. Okay, now it'll come out of there in ingot form. And now we need some place to store it, which is the storage unit. Okay? Because if we don't want to make them just a couple at a time and have to wait, we want to be able to go up and grab hundreds of these at a time as we start progressing faster and quicker. So what we'll do is we will look into organization, the storage container. Alright, again, we have to make sure we got it lined up with the input and the output correctly. Kind of throw it someplace. It doesn't have to be perfectly lined up. I know some people's OCD goes crazy. Mine does too. But to understand this is temporary, that all this stuff is going to get rebuilt up on the higher tier platform and stuff. And yeah, it's just, we just need to get started somewhere, and this is where we're going to get started. Oh look, I don't have enough. I got to make some more iron plate. All right. Was hoping I had enough iron plate. All right. So that'll give us enough. All right, we want to go from there to there. Okay, so the miner is going to extract it from the ground. This is going to turn it into ingots, and this is where the ingots are going to be stored and kept until we go over and lift them off of it, take them out. So everything has got a power wire hooked to it. We need to get leaves and stuff together, so we run around and pick up as much leaves, and we're going to make biomass. You can put just straight leaves in there, but it'll disappear very quickly. We'll have the bench there convert it into biomass, which will burn slightly slower. Later in the game, we'll move to coal and then fuel, power plants, and then nuclear. So, although I have to say that I'm not totally convinced the nuclear things in the game are worth it. I mean, I built them because they're there, but I really think that you can do more with the fuel burning plants. You know, you just need a little more of them. But anyway, okay, we've got enough of that. The resources built up. Let's go ahead and convert it to bio. There we go. So we'll convert all the leaves and then all the wood. There we go. All right. And it looks like we got 261. Let's sort it out so they're together. Yeah, 261. You only throw one stack at a time, and biomass is 200 max per stack. So we will throw that single stack in here. Just like that. The switch is already turned on. And there we go. The invisible, half invisible power plant that's glitched out is producing electricity. And we can see that the lights are green, but we didn't tell this one what we wanted it to do. We want it to make ingots. There we go. Okay, now it'll get busy. See the ore coming in the front there on that front conveyor right there? Okay, and it's spitting out ingots now. How cool is that? So we don't have to sit there and make ingots. Okay, and they're stored in here. And they'll store at 100 a stack. And then we can come over here and take them out whenever we want. Alright. That process has to be repeated again for the cement and for the ore up there. So it does get tedious. And later on we will add more miner units here to these other two open, as we'll have other projects for those. So whee, jump over the top of that. Okay, so now we got massive amounts of ingots being made. It just takes forever because everything's slow. They got the slowest possible belts there are out there. So, you know, the slower you feed something in, the slower the output. There are different belts. There are faster belts out there. They go up to currently Mark 5 in the game, which they fly. They're faster than the miner miner can spit it out. So we'll go ahead and take these, let it continue making more. And we need to build, let's see, 150 of the plates and 150 of these screws for our current milestone task. So we still have raw material here. We could finish that up, but I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and get started. So that gave us a total of 60. I'm going to burn up all these two, the raw material here. I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of my inventory. Go ahead and make them into ingots now. Okay, let's get the last of this copper out of here. It looks like we're going to need a bunch of copper for wiring. So, okay, back to the iron plates we need. Alright, they gave us 94. That's a good start to it. We'll go ahead and get those out of our inventory. Get them over there where they won't be in the way. Alright. And while we're waiting on that to slowly produce that, I think we'll run up and grab some copper. Because I know that copper sitting there with 100 stack just waiting impatiently. Lost it. So we'll grab all. Sometimes though, not in a hurry, I could just sit here and wait for it to queue up another 100, because there's no way we've got enough to make 500. But we're gonna go ahead and go down, take this down and get started, so that this video isn't too boring. Oh, that shouldn't have fallen that far. Oof. Glad it didn't kill me. Alright. So let's make our copper ingots. Yeah, it's like a second trip up there for more coppers in order. We'll go ahead and make this wire up. And we'll get it out of our inventory and out of our way by uploading it there. There we go. Okay, we still got concrete. We could get that done. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, now we just need to focus on these three. Let's walk back over here and see how many ingots are waiting on us. Hopefully it's about 100 or so. Yeah, 100.5 almost. Alright. There we go. Take 100.5. That should speed things up a little bit. Alright. Looks like we could make all of the iron rods. So let's just go do that. Let's just go ahead and make the iron rods up real fast. They make really quick. Just go ahead and bang those out and get them out of the way. You won't have to worry about it. Them out of the way. Then the next go around we'll have enough there. So we'll walk back up and grab some more copper. It's probably not all the way done yet, but it should be enough to get us there. Hopefully. We'll see. I really should be collecting these leaves as I go back and forth. I'm gonna need these a lot until we get that first coal power plant up and running. I don't know if we'll get that in today's episode or not, but we'll see. Yep, it's done. Got 100. Yay! Turn the flashlight on. Hello. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, so we're gonna have for 300, so that's gonna put us about 61. No, that should put us over. That should be enough. Okay. All right. Well, we'll get this knocked out of then, and all we have to do is worry about those iron plates. let's see what happens here. There we go. Alright, so it's iron plates we need now. Let's walk back out here. Yeah, that should take care of us really well. Alright. There we go. Alright, we unlocked the hub 5. Okay, we've got 2 paths. Tier 1 and Tier 2 here. And these are the items we'll be unlocking in each tier. There's the utility side of it, which is this stuff. The biofuel is good because we can take the leaves and stuff, instead of making biomass, we can make biofuel, which burns even slower. We can power the vehicles with it. Yes, our vehicles. We can power the power plants with it, chainsaws, stuff like that. So logistics, there's our lift conveyors, our mergers and splitters. Okay, personal storage boxes, those are nice. And some more walls, conveyor walls. In Tier 2, we will have an assembler unit. That takes 2 different items and makes a single item. Rotors and modular frames. My God, we're going to use a lot of modular frames in this game. Oh my lord. There's the chainsaw. We're going to need that pretty quick. So that'll probably be one of the first things we do, if not the next thing we do. Let's get that chainsaw. Okay. Jump pads. These are great to play with. Help you boost up and get on top of things. And landing jelly. Because we all know landing in a big pile of jello is... well, anyway, walkways to help walk around on things. I typically really don't use these much at all. I think they're more eye candy at this point in the game. Perhaps when the later stuff is released in the game, it'll make them more functional. But right now, you can't put these walk paths on top of things, like on top of storage units or something. They won't do it. They have to be affixed directly to the ground, to the hard deck. So it kind of really doesn't help them much. So anyway, chainsaw. Yeah, definitely chainsaw. And we're gonna need a bunch of wire. Yep. It's gonna take a lot to get that chainsaw. But the chainsaw is something we're going to need. Okay, and the biofuel. This lookout tower is, well, it's. I'm not going to say it's worthless. It's not very useful in the game. But this 8 meter by 1 meter foundation, you're going to use a lot of that in the game. So this is definitely one of the things we'll unlock early. Okay. So, what I think we'll do now is just go ahead and focus on obstacle clearing. We'll get this chainsaw, because we are going to need that. And then we'll have to go back and get the fuel, biofuel. I have to work on this one too, because this is what powers the chainsaw. So there's 2 steps to this process. Or we could start with this one. I think we'll start with this one. Let's get the biofuel first, because we could start using it immediately in the generator. So that's probably the better choice to do right now. So let's go ahead and throw the resources we've got in here, even though it's nowhere near enough. Just get them out of the inventory, so we don't have to worry about them. Alright. So we're definitely going to need another trip up for more copper. And then back over to the storage unit to grab some more iron ingots. Here we are. Grab all. In case you're wondering why I haven't gone ahead and put the automated drill rigs on the other two, on the limestone and the copper yet, it's the power load that would be required means that we would spend almost the entire time collecting leaves and not being able to work. So we have to wait really until we get the biofuel unlocked. And then it would make it cost effective to go out and automate those other two processes. Alright, then let's see. Shoot, I think we forgot to make wire. We did. Alright. That's not going to be enough, but we'll throw it in there and get it out of the inventory. Be gone. Thank you. Alright. Now let's, why are you flashing? I guess I've already clicked on it. Or is it over there? No, it's that other power unit. Yeah, it wants some attention. Yeah. Oh, wait. Maybe it's inside. It is. It's inside. Oh, look, our scanner's here. Yeah. Okay. Now, we can put this stuff in there. We got some more of it in our box over there. Let's go get that. That little red storage box thing. Yeah, bring that along. And, whoop, the wrong button again. Hey, quit acting up. Thank you. I'm not going to say it wasn't me, but... Alright. So we'll put this in first. I know the alien thing was already in there, but let's get this one out of the way. Okay, it's got 5 minutes to scan on this. We can go do other things and come back when it's done. And we'll get the flower petals put in there, and then the alien carcasses and stuff like that. Get all that. And every time it unlocks, when it scans something like that and it finishes, it unlocks new things in the game. Or new abilities, new recipes, things like that. So it's always a good idea to keep that moving whenever you can. Okay, let's go over here and get some of these ingots we needed. Oh yeah, 283. That's it. Perfect. Okay, so we need 149 iron plates. If you hear me refer to these iron plates as deck plates, that's because that's what they are. I don't know why I guess they just wanted to shorten up the name, but anyway. But need 150, 149. And he got 142. Of course, it's not enough. Couldn't make it that easy, could we? Nah, it's alright. It's all good. It's a grind. And I love to grind, so it works out. Okay, so while we wait for that to slowly snail's pace put more in there, let's go get the copper. Let's head back up there. Try to keep myself busy doing something all the time. If I sit around too much, then you know I'm not being productive in the game. So try to stay productive. Okay, got that running. Oh, run through this stuff. Grab the leaves. Grab some more leaves. Leaves. Need all the leaves. Give me your leaves. Alright, there's some more. Give me. I need them all. Alright. Leaves got it. Oh, should we go ahead and do some of this while we're here, maybe? I think so. We're here. It's here. Might as well. Can't get that bush. I need a chainsaw for that bush. And we're working on that. Okay. Let's see. We got the ingots. We'll make that whole stack into wire. We need about 39 more left on the milestones. Current milestone. So that'll take care of that for us, and then the only thing we'll have to really focus on now is just the finishing up the plates and the iron rods. Okay. Let's see. I didn't make it, did I? No, I didn't. I made the resources for it, but I didn't make it. See? Okay. Let's make a bunch of that. We'll leave some behind for the cable. We'll use it all up. We won't have any for cable. So that should be more than enough to finish up that project. It is. Great news. Okay. So now we need to finish up the iron plates and then work on the iron rods. So that's another trip over here. Grab what we can here. I wonder how much is left in there, because I'm going to run out soon, I know it. Oh no, we got a lot together. Alright. That's because we don't have a lot. The more items you have on a power grid, the further to maxed out that grid is, the more it burns. Oh, we had to complete our analysis. Do we want to go? Let's go look at that first before we get started on this. Analysis. Some of that stuff can be fun. I doubt this one is. Okay, the barrel nuts are completed. Time for a new specimen. How about the alien carcasses? Get in there. Alright. Turns out we didn't need more ink. Alright, that's going to run for about 7.5 minutes. We'll get back on this other stuff. It'll let us know when it's done. Alright. And back to the iron plates. So we don't need many. We're just going to make a few there. That's done. Now next is we need another 130 iron rods. So we're good. We got enough for 96. Let's go ahead and make those up, and we'll throw them in there and go back out there and collect some more. Yep, it's closer to full. Not there yet, though. The grind continues. Alright, grab those. Back on the iron rods. Should have enough now. That should be able to finish this up. So, done. Now this is cool. See this big button thing? We're going to press this and then we're going to run like hell outside and look up and watch a rocket launch. Alright, you ready guys? Here we go. Alright, here we go. Watch this. Alright, it takes off, goes up, plays around a little bit, and then off it goes. It'll come back down, and the upper right hand corner screen says in about 2.5 minutes it'll come back down and land again. Till then we won't be able to access the hub thing. It won't tell us anymore about what's next. So, we can go look at the progress over here. Yeah, we're not quite halfway. 38%. So, all right. So that's sitting there making more for us of the ingots. I guess we could run up while we're waiting, because we still have 1.5 minutes to go. Run up and grab the copper. When we get the chainsaw, we'll be able to come in here and clean out these things. And that'll be our next task we do. And that's probably where we're going to stop for the day once we do that. Okay. Let's jump through here. Oh, almost let me through. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make these up for ingots, and then we'll sit back and wait. Give about another 20 seconds. Oh, let's go out. Take that. Scratch that. Let's go out and watch that thing land. Oh, there it is. Oh, man, we almost missed it. Ta-da! Okay. See, now we're back to this again. So, the obstacle clearing will be the one we're working on next, I believe. I think that's probably good, because we need that chainsaw. we've already got the fuel, so we can do the biofuel now. So that's going to be needed, and the rest of the stuff isn't really that important this stage in the game, but the biofuel is. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and let's get that chainsaw. So let's accept that mission, and then we'll throw whatever resources we have over there to get them out of our way. Let's see, copper and deck plating, which we don't have any of. We are going to put some of this stuff in the storage container here. Get the stuff that went into the scanner out of the way. There's no sense in us holding on to that. We don't need to carry it around with us. Alright, let's get back on this. That'll help out a lot, because I know we're going to need wire. And we're going to need cable this go around. So, let's go ahead and make the wire we need. Actually, probably should make the cable first. It's only 50. So let's make that. Alright, and then the wire, much more wire. Okay. So, fill up the wire, cable and wire, backwards. Alrighty. So now the 200 of the iron rods, that's going to get us, and then the 10 reinforced iron plates, which means we're going to need 240 screws. So, looking good there so far. I would like to get rid of some of this biomass that I got on me. Let's go ahead and process it. What we'll do is we'll put it into the biofuel. And then when the generator gets low, we'll throw this in there, and it'll burn a lot slower per unit, which will give us a longer time before we have to go maintenance it again. Let's check on that and see how much slower it is. Okay, it's got quite a ways to go. See, this unit has a 20 megawatt capacity, and we're bouncing around 9 megawatts being used on the max. So, alright, let's get whatever we can here. Okay, so we need iron rods, so we're just going to throw all this on the iron rods. And that'll make more than we need, but we're going to need some deck screws too. Oh man, those screws are going to be terrible. So many of them. Let me tell you, that's one part of this process you need to automate as quickly as you can, is the manufacturing of those metal screws. Man, because you need them in quite a bit in the game, and you need large quantities of them per item that you're manufacturing. You know, something may take 50 or more containers of screws per unit to make, and you make a lot of them. So when you get around to overclocking and stuff, you start thinking about that, That's where you throw it all at the beginning of the game. Is in this manufacturing these screws, because it just gets you. Okay, so we need 240 of these. Go ahead and get those out of the way. There we go. And the rods, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe we got enough. Yeah, we got enough. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now it's back to the deck plate, the reinforced iron plates. See, I almost called them deck plates again. It's gonna get me. So, we need to wait for more of the iron ingots to make more iron plates, which in turn, with the screws that we just made, will make the reinforced deck plate. Okay. Go out here and steal whatever we got so we can get this process started. I know it's not going to be enough, but we just get started. So we'll make all of these we can. Oh wait, that is enough. We can make 10 and we need 10. So right on. Well, that was a mistake somewhere. They didn't make me have to make 5 trips for it. They'll fix that, I'm sure, on the next update. Okay. So let's get those guys in there. And here we go again. Ready? Boom. Let's run out here and look. I'm infatuated with this. Watched one of the YouTubers that was playing this game. He actually got up on top of that thing and went for a ride. Took him to the edge of the atmosphere where he promptly died. And I can't see why, because you're in a spacesuit. I don't know how you die if you're in a spacesuit. Maybe radiation? I don't know. Anyway, it looks like about 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes for that gets back. Let's go check on our research. And we've got that dealt with. Okay, so the pedals. It wants the pedals or the alien. It looks like alien steaks. I guess we can put both those back in our inventory for a little bit. Let's do the alien thing first. How many you need? 10. And I probably only have 4. So, okay. Need 10 flowers, and of course I've got 9. Okay, let's run around outside and collect some more stuff. Let's see what happens. Should be able to get up that extra one we need. You gotta be careful when you're doing this, because you'll find all kinds of things that want to eat you out here. Like that right there. Oh yeah. Missed. Man, is he moving fast or what? Come here. Come here. Oh, 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 oh. Zap, 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 zap. That's right. Okay. Well, in there somewhere. I got it. This carcass. And some more barrel nuts. Yes, we love our barrel nuts. You guys know what you do with barrel nuts? Oh, of course. Oops. Somebody else is attacking us. There he is. Come get you some. There you are, buddy. Alright. Thank you. Appreciate that. Back to our barrel nut conversation. So rudely interrupted. You know what you do with your barrel nuts, right? Well, you could put them in the second slot over here. Ooh, I forgot we got the second slot. And you lick the salt off of them. That's right, salty nuts. Okay. Gives you health. Who knew? Alright. Let's see if we've got... yeah, we're good. Okay. We should have enough to finish this up. There we go. And that'll be about a 4.5 minute run on that. Ooh. We got like a minute and a half before the pod returns. I want to see it come all the way down this time. So, yeah. Okay. Where would be a good spot? We don't want the wires in the way this time. So, I'm thinking over here on this side. Get the sun behind us. I wonder if it crashed right through that thing. Don't those look like macaws? Macabre parrots flying behind it. Okay. Alright, we'll sit here and wait. It's good. About another 15-20 seconds we should be able to see it coming down. It'll just drop out real fast. Where are you at? There it is. Here it comes. Man, it pours on the brakes fast. Hope we get to riding that later in the game. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Alright then, let's see. We'd gotten the chainsaw, finally. Or the ability to build the chainsaw. You don't get the chainsaw, you get to unlock the ability to build it. Alright. Look what we unlocked. Okay. We need to exit and go to our inventory. We don't have enough. Damn, we licked all the salt off our nuts. So we don't have enough to put in the machine. Do we go out and find some more? I think so. I actually do. I think we should. Looking for salty barrel nuts. Okay. And, you know, just, it'd be nice if we loaded that zapper thing. Get it ready, because, you know, you're not out here too long before something finds you. Okay. I don't see any more of them around here. I know they're around here somewhere, though. One of the things I really dislike about this game, there is a map feature to the game where you can load up a map and watch yourself in real time on the map, but you have to unlock that feature. It's not available at the beginning of the game. So in the beginning of the game, especially if you're new to the game and you don't understand the map very much, you are mindlessly walking around tripping over your own self. I'm telling you, it's terrible. I wish they would have made that unlockable at an earlier stage, because it would make finding everything else so much easier, or at least finding out where the hell you are. Because you may think you're in one spot in the map, and sure enough, you're not. Ooh, a slug. I say we get him. So we can put him in the little thing and have it research him. The green power slug. These are what, if you're not familiar with the game, these are what's used to overclock the equipment, make the equipment run faster. You can, and most of them, you can put up to 3 power slugs, each for an increment of 50%. So you can actually overclock something to 250% of its rated production output capacities, which, you know, it's okay. It also uses more electricity the more you overclock something, which is the risk. I don't see any more of them over here. And I'm telling you what, they shorted us on the barrel nuts. Some flowers. Yeah, thank you. I think there may be some just over here. On the other side of this. Up on that little ledge right there somewhere, if I remember correctly. Just something like that. Yeah. There's also a couple more of those creatures up there too. Okay, that's just weird. Now they're hiding on me. Alright, let's just go around here then. And at the way, when you need it, they're not available. I would be tripping over these things if I didn't need them. And there's the green fog of death right there. Toxic, poisonous gas. Alright, so they have just... Oh man, I can't believe I can't find them this quick. Normally they're everywhere. There we are, there's some. Come here. Now watch something attack me. Alright, work my way back to the base. Getting as much of these leaves as possible. We turn to biofuel to fuel the generator with. Do we mess with that one? Nah, we don't need concrete right now, I think. Alright. And here. Put those in there and ready to launch. Boom. Pardon my fascination, but we're gonna watch it. Oh, it didn't. It didn't even launch that time. No countdown clock or nothing. Well, I was chipped. Okay. Anyway. Back to the game. What to unlock next? What to unlock next? It's probably going to be the logistics here. Because the splitters are nice. I don't know. Anybody else got an opinion? Personal storage really isn't going to help us too much right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. I think we're just going to go with logistics, get this unlocked, because we're going to need that at some point here in the future. Okay, so let's throw whatever we got to get it out of our way. And that's going to look like it too, because it doesn't look like we got a lot. So I want to go over and make up some biofuel real quick. Get this stuff out of my inventory. will give us 392 more units. We'll need to keep a small quantity of that stuff with us for the chainsaw. And I think that's probably what we'll do next, is unlock that chainsaw. Oh, and there's the slug. We forgot to do the slug. Oh, we're going to stick him in the scanner. Yeah, because it won't let me do anything with him until after he's been scanned. The first one has to be scanned. Then all the ones after that will be fine. Okay, so we got plenty of biofuel. So let's get some of this stuff that we don't need to carry around with us out of our inventory. Slug it away because we're not going to use him right now. There we go. Looking good. Made some more room. Now let's go check on this. Okay, pedals were done. Should have brought the slug. Alright, let's go back and get slug real quick. That's kind of important we do him. We're not going to overclock anything right this minute, but to unlock that part of it. If I remember correctly, the slug takes a minute to... Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Looking good. Alright, let's go unlock the chainsaw, so that we can do a little bit of tree trimming. There we go. Okay. And right click and add to to-do list. So we got our to-do list over here on the side now. Instead of having to write this stuff down pen and paper, we can have it up here on the screen. Alright. Reinforced iron plates. Oh God, we're back to that again. Alright. Back out here. Oh man, look, it's like, wow. That's what happens when you get sidetracked with doing stuff. That's why you need that storage unit. You just can't have it just making one at a time or two at a time or whatever. You need some place to put a bunch of it. Okay. So, we're going to need iron plates. And we're going to need a bunch of screws. So we need iron rods to make the screws. Again, I cannot wait to get this part of the process animated for these screws. And how many we needed? We needed 10. So yes, we need... Okay, this should get us up to that 10th one here. Yeah, okay. So we'll make these 10. You can't drop them in anything. You have to keep them in your inventory. But it is... That task is complete. Alright. 25 of the iron rods. Done. Screws. We need 160. Let's see, that should get us enough. I know that the iron rods are going to go down. Damn it. Okay. Time to make some more iron rods. Now that we got the screws counted up there. Alright. And now we need cable. 15. So we've got to take the wire and make 15 cable. Done. Got it. Alright. Now with all those boxes checked off, we can come over here. Click on our chainsaw. Hold it this time. There we go. Okay. So now we've got our chainsaw. So what we do when we hit the right button, there we go, is we put the chainsaw in our inventory. And because we have fuel in our inventory, I'm going to take these two out and just keep the 1 unit of 42. Chainsaw really doesn't burn through a bunch of fuel. I usually like keep about 20 or 30 units of biofuel for the chainsaw to run. Now we can, yeah, look at that, Stumpy. Now we can cut trees down. Let's go get rid of some of these things, get them out of our way. This will also give us a larger quantity of biomass because the trees are better than the leaves, so it provides more. So now we can cut things out of our way, stop having to walk through them or around them. Yes. And we need a flashlight on this on. Okay. So let's get that out of the way. Let's check the status here. See, we're almost out here. What we'll go ahead and do is stick 200 fuel in here. Let it start feeding. See, it's slowed way down on its consumption there. Now it's not ripping through it anymore. There it goes. It's just going to sip it real slow. So, and that's what we want. We want the longer run time in between having to maintenance the generators. Okay, and it can do its thing. Continue making more. Now that we've got biofuel, we can start thinking about automating the process for the copper and the concrete. But I think we're going to stop here for this episode today, and I think that's going to be all we're going to do for right now. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and save the game and then exit out and pick it up in a day or two maybe, and we will wait. Hey, this is done. Let's check this out at least. Okay, see, now the slug is done. So now we've got a blueprint in Tier 1 we need to go unlock, which we've already got a mission underway, so we can't. They won't let us do that. But we can unlock that now. So like I said, I think we'll just go ahead and stop the stream here today and pick it up again in a day or two maybe. Who knows, maybe even later tonight if I get bored. And we'll automate the process with the same as we've done before, but we'll do it also with the concrete and with the copper. Okay? And if you enjoyed this episode, please smash that like button, subscribe, and follow. Your support really helps the channel grow. If there's something you want to see in future episodes, drop a comment below. Until next time, love, peace, and drone grease.